Yeah, vote for Caitlin.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I am FB,
Hey, I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
The Goob is just about saturated with sports. It's an awesome feeling. We'll be
Yeah.
talking NASCAR playoffs. We'll be talking why Army and Navy is going to be awesome this year. But first, the Dodgers have a chance of winning the World Series. Is that right?
Well, I mean, now I think it is inevitable. And I only say that because we lost the great Fernando Valenzuela this evening. I don't know
The
if the
roly-poly
Yankees,
lefty.
I don't know if the Yankees were prepared for us losing Fernando Valenzuela at 63 years old. God rest his beautiful soul. He
All the
is the
power
reason
of
He's the reason I'm a Dodgers fan. He's one of the reasons when I came to California in '84, Dodgers were killing, Pedro Guerrero, Fernando Valenzuela. So he will be missed in my tops wax junk series of baseball card rookies. Um, and yeah, I think the Dodgers now are going to win the World Series, hands down, five, five games probably. And yeah,
nice. They only
that's
have to
it.
win four. It's cool.
Yeah, no worries anymore. I was concerned a little bit.
Because Jack Flaherty is starting the game one against the Yankees. That would worry me too a
No,
little bit.
nope. It's more about the game three where it's just a reliever game and we're just gonna do the Honeywell reliever thing. I think
Hey,
that's
I
the game
mean,
that concerns me more. Jack might have a good game. Jack might not have a good game, but the reliever game sounds like a 16-4 game with like a Soto home run, four Judge home runs, and Giancarlo Stanton
I mean,
three home
well
runs.
let's
I don't. It
let's get
doesn't
into
sound
it.
good.
I mean, we've got some epic things going on, right? We've got Garrett Cole versus Otani. We've got Judge versus Yamamoto. We've got the backup singers Betts and Freeman versus Soto and the
Giancarlo
newly
Stanton.
and now the reincarnated Giancarlo Stanton. No, I think could be offensive explosions everywhere.
I
Uh,
agree.
Couple key stats. I mean, the Dodgers have an earned run of over one more run per game than the Yankees. They've given up like twice as many home runs. I don't know. For me, it comes down to defense. Whoever does not let the other offense get free outs will probably make this shit happen.
I think this is. I think this is an awesome World Series. I want to say that this is the 12th time the New York Yankees and the Dodgers have met in the World Series.
It's the
Uh,
epitome of classic.
I mean, other than Celtics Lakers, who are also 12, I don't believe there's a bigger like meeting in the championship kind of rivalry than the
Media
Yankees.
wise, it's everything
Yeah,
we could ask
everything
for.
we could ask for, East Coast
Reporters
all the way
rejoice.
to West Coast,
Yeah.
and everything in the middle. So I think this is going to be everything we've asked for. You never got Brady Rogers, you never got Montana Marino, you know what I mean? You never got, but you are going to get
We got to
Otani and
appreciate.
Judge.
We got to appreciate Otani versus Judge. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you do. You have to appreciate the fact that you are going to see something that you rarely, ever see is the best player in one league playing against the best player in the other league. You rarely see this. This ever
All right.
never happens. And for us for Otani to come to the Dodgers and his first year and we go to the World Series and he's the DH and he does, 50 something, 50, Judge on another pace to, break his own record apparently because Barry Bonds' record doesn't exist anymore. And Mark Guar, I don't know. So, no, I'm excited to see these two powerhouses of baseball go against each other. Um,
Yeah, it should be
and
sick. All I know is one of these shitty teams has to lose. So I got that going for me.
I am excited to if any possible way to win this World Series and get
A
that,
real one, not like
yeah,
the
and
COVID
get
year,
that
like a real
50
one.
game World Series off my back that you continue to make me carry like golf clubs on an 18-hole golf course, and you keep asking me for a 7 iron. So,
Forgot
I
mine.
just I can't wait to get that off my back. But I am concerned about the Dodgers pitching in this, especially the way the bats have been swinging in New York. So, reliever day makes nothing but the biggest smile I've ever saw was Flaherty, Yamamoto, and between Bueller or reliever day, I was like, that's what we got going right now.
I like it. I'm taking the over.
I'm to take the over for sure. Speaking of taking the over and flipping over, if you got
No,
your next,
no,
oh no, you still got that sign because we moving on to NASCAR, baby.
we are.
I mean,
Boom.
Tyler Reddick ran in second place pretty much for the whole beginning of the. Christopher Bell was dominant the whole race. I didn't think anybody else was going to win the race. We will get to who won the race later. But I thought Christopher Bell was pretty much dominant for the whole race.
He led like
Um,
90% of the laps. Yeah.
Reddick right there, 2 seconds behind him, and pretty much that's where it was. And it was 4 or 5 seconds to the next guy. To watch Reddick flip over, to watch his wheel slapping around, like I mean, a wreck is a wreck, and some wrecks you can come back on the track, and some wrecks you're not coming back on the track. And that was one of those wrecks where Tyler wasn't going to come back on the track to make up any ground on anybody else who wrecked. So bad outing for Mr. Reddick. Now we are in the win. I believe now we're in there's a few in the win. I cannot believe that Joey Logano, who got in on a penalty from Bowman. I told you last week I thought Carl Larson was going to win the race and Christopher Bell dominated the race and Joey Logano won the race. So, what?
Out of nowhere. It's
Out of
fixed.
nowhere. Pretty sure he caused me to wreck. I'm just saying that because I don't like Joey Logano anymore right now. So,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what,
Yeah.
though? But letting somebody like Joey Logano into the last set of playoffs was a mistake by everybody who let him get close. Bowman for shaving weight off of his car. Because Joey Logano is a champion and he could be, you know what, with that little sneak in at eighth and winning the first race, he could be this year's champion. Just saying. Don't quote me on it, but just saying he's already in the championship race and Joey Logano could win the last race of the year. It's possible.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's very annoying. It's annoying that Reddick probably has to win one of the next two races. That's never what you want to have happen or need. So
It's true. Who's
everybody
your
else is
test?
going to be biting for a win. Larson, everybody else is going to be trying to get that win, so there's no worries. So good luck to Joey Logano or to
Uh,
Tyler Reddick
yep.
for sure.
2 more races to get that win, right?
Two more, and then you get one race to win it all.
One race to win it all. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Speaking about winning it all, it's not Alabama.
Oh, man. Yes, another loss for Alabama, which is good for us, but they're still not out of the. I figures they expanded 12 and Alabama will finish 12th probably somehow by some freaking miracle. But
I
that's not important right
I want to argue there that I think Alabama, the way they have played from Vanderbilt to Kentucky to, barely beating South Carolina, I could see a third loss here. I think the Saban loss will is
now. Oh, it's
might be
coming.
too big.
It's coming. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
still a buttload of one-loss teams in the SEC, and they also have
sure.
to play.
Georgia coming in there and taking care of Texas the way they did.
Yeah, yeah. It is really. It's kind of awkward now at the top. We have the Big Ten at number one, number three, and number four, and none of those teams have played each other. And then we have Georgia and Texas in the top five, and they have played each other.
right?
It's a very confusing situation with there only being like two main conferences right now.
I know, huh?
It is. It's
And
very
and
strange.
then and then when you leave those two conferences and you go to the other conference, that would be considered a conference, ACC. There's no Florida State of last year. They're 1-6. I mean, they got dominated by Duke.
The
Duke,
Seminoles.
the Seminoles. I mean, so I mean, yeah, we're a two conference league right now. I mean, that's
Yeah.
who's what conference is Duke playing? Or they're ACC, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Duke's playing well. I mean,
Duke's playing all right.
can Duke get into the top 12? You need Alabama to lose again, I suppose.
Right. And LSU to lose, and Mississippi State, and Penn State
Right.
to
I
lose
know
twice.
there's
And
it's unbelievable how many teams are just well for the
no.
two conferences.
Yeah. That shit's continued to be madness. I want to concentrate just on Army versus Navy. I think I think what's
Want to
happening, and
simplify it down to Army versus Navy.
that's it. That's it.
Everything else is just too
Doesn't matter.
stupid and it doesn't make any sense. And in the end, Alabama and Georgia will still be there. So let's go Army versus Navy.
Oh man.
Wing T versus the run gun.
That's right. Yeah, no. I mean, I wanted to kind of clarify a couple mistakes I made last week. Navy is
Oh,
not throwing the ball all over the place.
oh, you want to clarify mistakes. I get it.
Just real quick, I assumed just because I saw a couple throwing touchdowns by Navy that they were whipping out all over the place, but I was wrong.
You
It's still
clarify,
2-1 run to
listen,
pass.
you clarify all the mistakes you want because I didn't have to care about Ohio State this week. So you clarify. And then we'll
That's
talk
right.
about the excitement of next week.
So Army versus Navy. It's quarterback versus quarterback. It's going to be awesome. I want to give these guys their props. Bryson Daly from Army. He's just a stud. 130 carries already. You know what I mean? He's just the guy. And then Navy, they got another B name, Blake Horvath, and he's killing it as well. I mean, these guys are the epitome of what you want as an American human being. And I can't wait. I hope they both beat Notre Dame and meet in the last game of the year at 12-0, and somehow one of them makes it into the. Hope they take Alabama's spot somehow.
Mm. Yeah, no,
Yeah, no,
I hope they also beat Notre Dame.
yes. No, it's funny. I was listening to an English podcast, and they go absolutely bonkers when an American university, Notre Dame, is named after a French cathedral, Notre Dame, and we decide to rename it like we didn't fucking rename everything else. Go fuck yourself, England.
Well, yeah, England's got to stay out of it. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. The cows said stay out of it.
Right? Fix your teeth, then we can talk. Here we go.
Yeah. Dental
So yeah,
included.
next week we got Penn State at Wisconsin, and Nebraska comes to Ohio State. No stress for you, slight stress for me. And then we meet in 2 weeks. I can't wait. Penn State, Ohio State. Did you hear
Yeah.
the bad news? They're playing it at 9 a.m. West Coast time. It's fucking bullshit. How
That's
annoying
why
is
I want to move back, man. I keep telling you, you keep telling me why you want to go to like West Virginia or over there, man. So I could watch a football game at a normal fucking time. Excuse my language. I don't want to
that's
watch
right.
the Ohio State game at 9 a.m. I don't wake up that early.
Now that'll be a TiVo or however we record programs these days.
Unless I become, and which is cool because it is my favorite movie, The Postman, and I will run with that every time. I
Tear it
knew
up.
one day I'd be Kevin Costner.
All right. Yeah. I thought maybe you would be.
Yeah, right. But no, honestly, until I mean, like, I just want to go back to the East Coast, man, and wake up and not go to church and get past whatever happened the night before and watch the first football game at 1:30.
Some Cinnabons and pizza.
Yeah. Go get some cheese curds or some shit. I don't know. I'm planning on, not having to wake up at 9:30 and see Craig. Now Craig's gonna be back there. He's gonna be there going, yeah, when's the first football game? 1. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ah, Christ. I could do that bar gig, you know? Time you got to
Sure.
be there at noon.
Perfect.
Just saying. I don't know. I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm excited. I was excited about college football. Then we got our first. You know, I heard somebody say it really good. Actually, I was really well said. Is that last year, if you're a college football fan and you're like a top 10 team, you know what I mean? Every game, when you wake
Means
up,
so much.
it's like it's on. You can't lose that game. One loss is like, the next day you wake up going, well, the season's over because only four get to make it. And now the next day when you wake up, you go, well, we played one of the best teams and we lost. Well, where's Oregon
Yeah, no
right
problem.
now? What's Oregon in the standings right now? Four,
Number one.
three,
Number one.
number one. So we lost to number one. Where'd that put us?
Number four.
Number four. Number four. We only lost to 1 point. Number one. We're number four. Now you see, last year we would have been maybe number four still, I guess. I mean, if the way it was going, but still, you know what
The
I
rankings
mean?
would still be the same, but the message and if you have to be an SEC team or Ohio State to make it with one win, otherwise Penn State had to be undefeated. How many times did we have one win and we finished eighth?
Every
Multiple,
multiple time.
multiple times.
Multiple time. Yeah. You have to be undefeated or Ohio State in the Big Ten to have one loss.
Right.
Or Michigan. Michigan in the last 2 or 3 years, if you had a loss and you were Michigan,
Yeah.
you still got to be in the top four. You still got to play against
Yeah.
TCU or the Horn, or
But yeah, you guys can't lose again, or you'll have to beat a bunch of teams in the playoff. So like, there's still no stress. You can lose the second game as Ohio State
no,
and still
that's what
not
I
worry.
mean. This year you could lose a second game, but that game the next morning you wake up, it was the year before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, it's, now we're playing in a bowl game. Are there any more bowl games left? I mean, I mean,
There's got to be, right?
if you're not in the top 12, do you just don't matter anymore? Like what happened to you? We got 13th. What bowl game did you play in? Oh, there's no more bowl games.
Hey, you remember that bowl game we saw at
The New Mexico Bowl.
Yeah, basically there'll be a lot of New Mexico bowls, is what I'm thinking. A lot of sponsoring something, be on TV. 5,000-6,000 people show up to watch. It's gonna
I
be
think
weird.
the FB and Goob Show Good Time Tavern, that should be a sponsorship someday.
We
What
might
bowl are
be
you
able to
going
get
to?
one of
I'm
them.
going to the Good Time Tavern Bowl. It's at Santa Clara. Oh, no shit. That's awesome.
Fresno State versus Yale this year, big game.
Fresno State versus Yale. It's 56 versus 42. Nobody gives a shit. So,
Nobody gives a shit.
speaking of not giving a shit,
Hockey.
I was trying to come up with something more clever than hockey. But yeah, hockey works. That's fine. All 32 teams tonight. That's
Oh
interesting.
man, it was the Frozen Frenzy.
The Frozen Frenzy. All 32 teams, man. One
Yeah.
night of just fucking hockey, man. Just hockey madness.
Yes.
Man. And I thought the coolest thing of the day was that the Panthers signed their coach. But hockey madness, the
No, Hockey
Frozen
Madness it was.
Frenzy, long-term deal to the coach, but not as cool as Frozen Frenzy.
Yep, exactly.
How was Frozen Frenzy?
Frozen Frenzy was pretty cool. My team of the week actually I don't really have a lot of descriptive words for the Canadian sport, I'll be honest. So yeah, pretty cool. Some goals were scored. No, I was just gonna say my team of the week, the Kraken, who went 3-0, a bunch of wins, 15 goals. They just got beat by the Avalanche. So the frenzy was on right away, and I had to decide, do I change my team of the week?
Hell yeah.
I,
Change
I
him.
decided change them. I decided I didn't know. The Avalanche are the team of the week then, because they beat the other team of the week.
No, I thought the Golden Knights were the team of the week last week, too.
The Golden Knights were, yeah. No, though, I'm going Kraken. The Kraken were the team of the week
Oh,
this
Kraken's
week.
from Seattle.
Yes, Seattle. The other new
Right.
team.
I know my hockey area. I forgot. I thought Golden Knights, Kraken for some odd reason. Cool names, Cool names were the last couple of teams to show up, The Golden Knights, the Kraken. That's
I like
cool,
I
man.
like the Kraken. The Golden Knights can
That's kind of weak, but
yeah. They can have their dinner shows in Vegas. That's fine.
Raiders, A's, Golden Knights. It's all a theme.
It's something weird. All right, but my player of the week in the NHL was a Florida Panther, one of your boys, Mr. Reinhart. Nine
Mr.
total points, five
Reinhardt.
goals. Panthers go 3-0-1. Good job, Sammy boy.
Hey, man. Listen, long-term sign of the coach. We got plans in Florida, buddy. And it's
Yeah,
to win
apparently,
five or
apparently.
six of these little Stanley Cup things. All
Yeah,
right.
Penguins are just hanging on to some former Stanley Cup winners. We need to get more progressive like you guys.
Yeah, you got to be progressive. Listen, I mean, we'll see what happens with what I think the Packers have been, which is really progressive here lately. But yeah, I think the Panthers are leading the way here in
The
progressive.
other show.
Yeah, that's the other show. The Dodgers have been fucking wasting money for years, and finally, hopefully, we get one. So, I mean, progressive. Got to catch up, bud. Can't keep holding on to the old people.
Fair enough.
It's fine. So, hey, listen, you got any more hockey? Hey, what performer got a performer of the week, bub? Yeah, you got a performer of the
You're
week.
doing it again, man. You're doing it again. You're trying to skip over NBA just because the Knicks got their ass beat today. We have one more topic before we get to player of the week, my friend.
Listen, it's day one of NBA. Who cares?
Squeaky, squeaky. Squeaky ball. Sorry, I wasn't getting into it.
Squeaky ball? Is
Squeaky,
that
squeaky.
in honor of that inspector that used to have a putt green in his backyard? Squeaky ball?
Buggeries and squeakiness. I can't get a hold of it.
So you don't have any performers of the week then?
No, man. Well, I was gonna say LeBron and Bronny could be performers of the week, but then I
Come on,
realized that
just do
that's
your NBA thing and let's get it over with.
what do you, I thought we were gonna do an NBA thing.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right,
Knicks got
LeBron and Bronny
smoked.
thought. Should we just
First
blow up
night,
LA?
all the undefeated bullshit out there. Actually, we didn't. We lost we lost to the fucking Washington Bullets or Wizards or whatever they call themselves in preseason. So yeah, maybe that loss to them really smoked us because we got killed tonight by the Celtics. Tough draw,
Oh,
first game of the year.
oh yeah, Celtics getting their rings.
We
Yo,
got to
but good
play
job.
them.
Good job. You they scored not 29 3-pointers, but you held them 3-pointer list for their last 13. So you must have been playing some good perimeter defense there at the end, down by 30.
So Carl Anthony Towns must have been off the court by that time.
Yeah, I bet. He doesn't seem like the closeout on threes kind of guy.
No, and I bet you Hartenstein was. Should have just signed Hartenstein, man. I told you if we just would have signed Hartenstein, we'd be a better team because we'd still have Hart.
Right. But he got hurt
All we
for
got
six
left is
months.
Josh Hart.
You saw that? Hardenstein got hurt. OKC paid him a bunch of money to be injured for 6 months.
Oh, no, that's horrible. I don't even want to hear that because, I mean, he's my favorite player in basketball.
Oh yeah. No, it's a bummer for Hardenstein fans and OKC for sure.
For sure. I'm bummed out by that. I don't want to see my favorite player ever get hurt. I could probably get a Hartenstein jersey cheap now for the Knicks. I'm going to get a Hartenstein on clearance. I'll go to NewYorkKnick.com jersey sales. I bet you I get a Hartenstein for like $35.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, we got killed. I'm glad that we held them to no more 3-pointers for 3 minutes. We were beaten after the first half and we were down by 20 some. So congratulations to the Celtics. I mean, I guess we just need time to gel.
I don't really see a challenger to the Celtics in the East, to be honest with you. I mean, the Knicks should be there by the end of the year, assuming they get a little more depth and cohesiveness. But I mean, the C's signed every single piece that they needed to in the offseason, and they got disrespected by the USA basketball team, so they're pissed. So yeah, I don't see the Celtics losing for a while, to be honest with you.
Well, who did they sign in the offseason that you feel that the Knicks didn't sign to solidify their team?
Well, I'm just saying they re-signed their entire bench. Well,
Oh,
you
you're
traded
saying they
even,
just kept I was like, I didn't
and
see
you
any big
traded even.
signings go to the Celtics.
No, they just re-signed all their same guys that they won the championship with, which smart move.
Smart. Yeah. I mean, yeah, keep that team together. It's not like they're old.
Yeah, it was
Horford still is Horford still there?
Yeah, it was Horford, Holiday, and Derek White that all got at least 1 year extensions.
Well, Derek White is an Olympian, so I'd definitely resign that
Right.
guy.
And Jalen Brown isn't.
Shh. We were supposed to keep that under wraps.
Hashtag Jalen has feelings.
Yeah, man, he does. He's one of the best basketball players in basketball. So he might be a mean person for the next 37 games. He might score 50 a night. Wonder what
Yeah.
he scored tonight. They put up 135. They just beat us up. So, all right. I'm sorry. I didn't want to talk about basketball, but I did. You finished basketball. I've got nothing else to say.
I just wanted to mention three things that I'm excited for real quick, and maybe you talk about one of them if you'd like. I'm really curious about the Spurs. We got Victor Wembanyama coming off his awesome rookie year, and now they add Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, two seasoned veterans, to help out Popovich, and they got Stephen Castle, the rookie from UConn.
Yeah, they
So I
picked
just
up
think,
some good rookies too.
yeah, absolutely. No, they added three good players to their team
Yeah.
to go along with an interesting youngish core. So yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Have you seen, I didn't see any of Benyama. Did you see any of his, is he bigger?
I put on 15 pounds. He is definitely heading the Giannis Antetokounmpo route.
As that kind of bigger or just
Man, it's one
bigger?
year. Giannis's shoulders didn't come in like that until like year 3 or 4. Give it, but he's
Yeah,
heading
but
that way.
Giannis is kind of a beast. I don't know. Can Wemby be that beastly?
I mean, that beastly. We didn't think that Giannis could be that beastly. So yeah, I guess he could be. But I mean, I think he's a little skinny to put on that much weight. But I mean, if you look at Giannis when he was 19,
He
kid
wasn't
was
seven
pretty.
seven.
Yeah, but he was about that skinny.
Okay, but he wasn't 7'7".
True.
I'm just saying.
I'm not a medical doctor. I'm
If
not saying what's possible. I'm just
if
saying he's
Victor is
beefier.
as big as Giannis in the
He's getting beefier,
muscle
man.
category one day, he'll be
Oof.
the greatest basketball player to ever step on the court.
Yeah.
You know what though? He might not be able to shoot like he shoots anymore. He might want to like find the fine line between too much muscle and getting too big and strong to still having the
That's true because I don't remember Giannis's last 3-pointer that he made.
right, but we want Wemby to shoot 3-pointers because it's sick.
Shit, we just want him to do everything.
I don't
So
want
yeah,
him to be better than Carl Anthony Towns, though, shooting at 3-pointers, because Carl Anthony Towns is the self-proclaimed greatest big man 3-point
I
shooter of
don't
all
think you
time.
have to worry about that.
No, I don't
No,
need. No, we're good.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, other than that, the last thing that I'm pretty excited about is I'm not excited about him. Klay Thompson leaving the Warriors. It was time. So now he and four other shooters join Luka Doncic on Dallas. And just surrounding him with that many shooters makes me nervous about how many games they're going to win. So I don't know. I
I
think I
I
think
I hope it's Knicks Dallas in the championship. I love Luca.
he's got a lot of help this year. Along with the big guys they got last year. Now they surround him with shooters, so he's got Lively and the other guy inside. And like I
Right,
said,
they're big
shooters,
men inside. They came along a lot last year. Got them all
very
the
good.
way to where did they finish?
They
Number
they
two,
lost to the
right?
Celtics. They lost to the Celtics.
Lost to
So
the Celtics in the championship, right?
yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah. Yeah. So I think they're getting better. Do you have a prediction for top five in each conference? I mean, I wrote some stuff down.
I do. I've got a huge prediction. Listen, Joel Embiid and Paul George did not play in the first game. I think that's going to be a common theme in Philadelphia. I got them nowhere in the top five, if you ask me.
Ooh, nice. I have them slash fifth. If
Slash
the
fifth. Okay,
if
I
the
don't have
fifth,
them in the top five. So I got Celtics, Knicks. I got Orlando Pacers and the Cavs.
nice, solid. Yeah, I have Boston Magic, Knicks, Pacers, and then the Pistons slash Sixers.
Okay, I don't. So you don't have Halliburton and the Pacers in there. You have the Pistons
Oh
slash
no, I have
Sixers.
Pacers four. Pacers are
Oh,
four.
okay, cool. Well, who did I miss there? Cat, you don't have the Cavs.
No Cavs.
Okay, that's fine.
I think they're going to trade everybody because they know they can't beat the Celtics and get a lot of assets. Not everybody, everybody but Evan Mobley and Garland probably or whatever.
Right. 'Cause they got young players they don't
Or
need to
Mitchell.
trade.
Who are they going to keep? Mitchell, Garland, Mobley. They're going to trade one of those fuckers.
Mitchell will be gone. He's not needed.
Yeah.
Garland, Mobley, you keep them. They're your young players. You can build around them.
All
You
right.
get,
So it's a fun top five, but it's not too dangerous. I mean, it looks like Celtics next, right?
yeah. I think Celtics Knicks. Yeah, I think the Knicks have made enough moves to put themselves a legitimate 1-2. So Celtics are just one. So
And the
uh,
West, you could pick any five teams you want, and it could come true.
any five teams I want.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna
Great.
pick my five teams in the West.
All
You
right.
ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the defending conference champions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the defending year before champions of the whole damn thing with Joker.
Ooh, I got them out of my top five. Go ahead.
Well, they're coming back kind of healthy, right? Murray's completely healthy.
Yeah, they got Westbrook on their team though. He's a curse. Sorry, they got West cursed.
Okay. Uh, at number five, I've got a completely healthy Los Angeles Laker team if they stay healthy, even with Bronny James.
Nice. See, like I said, you just pick any five teams.
I got the Minnesota Timber. No, Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take SGA to win it all.
Nice. Yeah, I got OKC, Dallas, Minnesota top three, and then I like New Orleans and the Rockets to
Oh, you went New
kind
Orleans
of.
and Rockets. That's where we differ. I went Lakers and
You went more old school. You went LeBron and Joker. I went,
yeah, I
you know
went
what I
well,
mean?
yeah, I gotta give Joker one more year of dominance, right?
Yeah, I just think he's probably tired of dragging those assholes around with him the last 3 years.
I give him one more year of dominating the game of basketball before
Fair
he's
enough.
tired of dominating or dragging those assholes along with him.
Go hoops.
Go Hoops. Hey, you got any performers of the week? I know I
Yeah,
try to
man.
get.
Did you see that Sabrina Ionesco fucking 3-pointer from the logo? She did her best Caitlin Clark impersonation in game three. And eventually the New York Liberty won the WNBA championship. So performer of the week, the Liberty and Sabrina for the 6 shot. Who you got? You got a performer of the week?
Myself,
Oh yeah, Dr. Clean.
Dr. Clean's been cleaning for 3 straight days. I got one more big day tomorrow to pass, to pull it off, to make myself feel like I did good enough. And then I fixed the sink and decorated a bar, fixed the toilet. For this week, I'm
Nice.
going to give it to myself as
I love
performer of the
friends with
week.
no lack of ego. That's
Not,
my
not
thing.
at all. Not at all. Now, when it comes to taking care of business, man, I clean bathrooms for hours. I fix toilets. I laid on my back and replaced old sink pieces. And actually, I didn't even know what to do when I was replacing that sink piece because I was replacing a manufactured built fucking piece of machinery and just not a manufacturer. So, but it's rocking. So, myself personally, as my own personal performer of the week, I still got one more day of cleaning, then right back to the tavern to get to work. And then next day, go through the inspection. And hopefully, we score 2 years on this bad boy and we move on.
Sounds good.
Other than that, I'm FB.
Hey, I'm the Goob.
Have a good night. Later. Oh, I can't turn it off.